What's going on, y'all, man? I just got to make this quick little post, quick little video about the Phillies and what's going on. Like they just lost again to the Pittsburgh Pirates, 2-1. Right? They got swept by the Pirates and lost their fifth straight game. And two by the Blue Jays. They lost two games straight, and then they lost three straight to the Pirates. Now, all right, so let's just start with these last two games specifically, right? Unacceptable, right? Because when you think about the Pirates, they're not a good team. They're terrible. They're not a good team at all. They lost pretty much like how do you lose 2-1 two straight games? Where is the offense? Why isn't anybody getting on base? You cannot win by just hitting home runs. You got to play small ball to win, especially in the playoffs. You can't always go for the long ball. You have to be able to get a couple of singles, get a couple of doubles, get a triple maybe. And what's happening is our offense is non-existent. Like our offense is terrible. Our pitching has been good enough. Even like all together, our whole pitching staff, like our starting pitching has been amazing overall, right? Here and there they get hit around, but other than that, our starting pitching has been amazing. And Sanchez pitched a great game. This man only so he pitched 7.0 innings. He only allowed 6 hits, only allowed 2 runs scored, had 9 strikeouts. And my whole thing is for him to only allow 2 runs and he still lose the game, that's unacceptable, bro. By the way, I'm your host, Mike Sports Vibes Ball, and I cover the Phillies, I cover the Sixers, I cover the NBA playoffs, I cover the MLB playoffs, and I also will start to cover a little bit of boxing as well. So if you are interested in good vibes, consider subscribing. But I'm disappointed because when you get swept by a team that has no business sweeping you, like I can understand if they get 2 maybe because they got lucky or something, but they swept us. Like, how do you get swept by the Pirates? Like how? Like I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. And know what they should have done with McCutcheon? They should have walked him. They should have walked McCutcheon. Why would you let him have the opportunity to hit the game-winning run in the 8th inning? Why didn't you just walk him? You let him hit the ball. We didn't let him, but you get what I'm saying. Like they could have walked him, just like they walked Kyle Schwarber. We could have walked McCutcheon, but we didn't. And he got the game-winning run on us. And it's just unacceptable, man, when it comes to our hitting. Let's just look at the hitting. At bat, Brother Stop, at bat, 4 times, no hits. Turner, 1 hit. Kyle Schwarber, no hits. It's crazy, man. Rojas, I'm not going to talk about him. Alec, 4 times at bat, no hits. Nick Castellanos, no hits. Max Kepler, no hits. Like Kemp, no hits. Marsh, he did have a hit. He had 1 hit. And Marchand, 1 hit. That's unacceptable. Nobody was hitting the ball, bro. Nobody was hitting the ball. And it's just like another great performance by our starting pitching, and we couldn't get the job done. Like, how many more times do we have to witness this, bro? How many more times are we going to watch the Phillies fall apart in the later innings? When you could have walked, boy. You didn't have to give McCutcheon a chance to hit the ball, bro. Come on, bro. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm really lost with words when it comes to the Phillies. We on a bad losing streak right now. It's 5 games in a row. And when you talk about the standings, we're still pretty good in that second spot, but we're starting to fall behind to try to catch the Mets for that first spot in the NL East. The Mets are 7-3 in their last 10 games, and the Philadelphia Phillies are 2-8 in their last 10 games. This is not good at all. We're on the same level as the Braves right now when it comes to the last 10 games. And now it's to the point right now, I think we're actually 4 games behind the Mets because we lost because it didn't update. It still says 37 and 27. It's really 37 and 28. And I think we're 4 games behind the Mets right now. Nationals are still a little bit behind us, but before you know it, at the rate that we're going, the Nationals are going to end up catching us. So what are we going to do? Are we going to bow down and just let this continue to happen? Or are we going to start hitting the ball? There's no reason why we're in the situation that we're in right now with all this talent. Phillies lost 9 of the last 10 games. That is unacceptable, bro. If that's correct, what I'm reading on the TV, if we lost 9 of the last 10 games, bro, that's unacceptable. The Phillies are in a lot of trouble right now. I don't see the energy I haven't seen. I know Bryce Harper is out. We need to change up something. We got to make a trade. Somebody got to go, bro. We need something different in this lineup. Some prospects are going to have to go. If you ain't going to play the prospects, you're going to have to trade them. Make a choice. Do you want to win a World Series or not? You're going to have to make a couple of sacrifices. Some of the prospects that we don't want to trade, we might have to trade one of them and get rid of another player to get better. We're going to have to. Or this season is going to be a straight up L because we're not getting out the NL. We're not winning the NL. We're not going to represent the NL in the World Series because we're not going to be able to get to the World Series because we have troubles hitting the ball. We have troubles when it comes to our relief pitching. There's no reason our pitchers are getting us to 7 innings, 6, 7 innings, and only giving up 2 runs at the most these last couple of games, and we still lose these games to one of the worst teams in all of baseball. Like literally, they're one of the worst teams in all of baseball, and we're still losing. The Pirates are in last place in the NL Central. They're 25 and 40, or 26 and 40 now because they just won. They're literally one of the worst teams. The Rockies are the worst team. The Rockies are 12 and 52. They're just absolutely terrible. They're terrible. Orioles, I'm surprised they're last in their division. The White Sox are 22 and 43. So they're literally one of the worst teams. We lost to one of the worst teams. We got swept. Not just lose. We got swept by one of the worst teams in all of baseball. And Philly fans, we got to hold this team accountable. We got to hold the GM accountable. We got to hold the team accountable because this is not a team that's going to get us a World Series, y'all. If this is what and I'm not trying to be negative. I'm being real. This team does not have it. It don't. And as much as I want to be, oh yeah, the Phillies will be back. Oh, they're going to be good next series, bruh. Who we play next, man? We got to make a move, regardless of who we play. We have to make a move. I don't care if we start winning again. Listen. We got to make a move because we're not winning anything. What we got right now when it comes to our hitting and when it comes to our relief pitching, we go against the Cubs. So we go against the Cubs next. So and they're the best team in the NL Central Division. So this is not looking good. Skyler, what's going on? Skyler, how you doing? Phillies got swept by one of the worst teams in all of baseball. I'm disappointed in how they lost. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the Phillies are such a better team than this. Even though Bryce is hurt, and even with a relief pitcher not pitching the way it should be, for us to, if it's correct, the stats that I'm reading on the TV, it says 9 of the last 10 games we lost. Lost 9 of the last 10 games. We're 37 and 28. And we're about to go against one of the best teams in all of baseball, the Cubs. So it's like, I'm not saying we're going to lose, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't play, we're going to get swept again because the Cubs the Cubs are a very, very, very good team, and we lost to the worst team in their division. We got swept by the worst team in their division. Pacers or Thunder tonight. I think the Thunder is going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Pacers mess around and win this game. I will be live for the game, play-by-play with the scoreboard and everything. And hopefully that game cheers me up a little bit when it comes to the Phillies. I don't like what I'm seeing from the Phillies. Rob Thompson, the Phillies manager, might need to get fired. Something has to give. I need a shakeup in the Phillies organization big time, ASAP, because this is not looking good for the Fighting Phils. The Fighting Phils are not looking like they want to play. Like they don't like it's like they're looking like they don't want to win. And I'm a little bit frustrated because they have the talent, in my honest opinion. But guess maybe I'm wrong. They don't have the talent. I don't know. When it comes to relief pitching, suspect. And we're not getting on base. We're not getting on base. Without the home run, we're not getting runs. And that's the problem. But that's all I pretty much got to say, man. Phillies got to get together. I'm hoping for the best. Let's go Phillies. Let's see if we can win beat the Cubs. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is not gonna be easy. This series coming up is not gonna be easy. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to bring our A game. But I strongly dislike Christopher Sanchez getting a loss on his record this year for pitching for pitching 7 good innings and only gave up 2 runs and had 9 strikeouts against the Pirates today, and he still couldn't get it done. He still couldn't get a dub. Still couldn't get enough runs. We got shut out 2-1. We lost this game 2-1. That's 2 times in a row we lost 2-1. What is going on with the offense? We need to figure something out and fast in a hurry, because now when you start talking about the losing streak starting to get crazy, like it's going to get crazier after this Cubs series if we don't get it together. Like, listen, Cubs ain't no joke. So if we mess around and get swept by them, or we lose 2 out, like we got to really start winning these series. I don't care if it's 2-1, 3-0. We got to start winning some series, man. We can't be getting swept by the one of the worst teams in all of baseball. I don't care. The Phillies are too good for that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, though. I don't think I'm wrong. I think the Phillies are good enough to get it done against the Pirates. They just we got to figure out who's going to what players are the Phillies looking at right now? We're not going to know. We can only speculate. But I'm going to be honest with you. They need to figure something out. I mean that. But I'm going to let y'all go. I'll be live a little bit later. Have a wonderful day. And as always, God bless and be easy. Go Phillies. Excuse me. Go Phillies and got to get it together. Got to get it together. All right. Oh, salute to you from Utah. Take care. You too, Powder Girl. Salute to you. God bless. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button on y'all way out. And as always, God bless. I'm out.